Hello again, Edwina Murphy-Droomer, founder of Eudaimonia here, and this is number 13 in the Nutrition 101 series. Today's question is a great one. My child has lots of food allergies. I would like a list of good substitutes to eggs, dairy, and wheat. Okay, there's no question that there's lots of beautiful substitutes or alternatives to all of these foods. But what I think we need to talk about first and foremost is that if you have food sensitivities or food allergies, your body is sending you little warnings that your gut is not intact. So what do I mean by that? Well, first up, you need to understand that all the way from your mouth right through to your bum is actually considered the outside of your body. And your body has set this up so that outside influences that come into your body can be sorted, and your body can filter out the things that shouldn't be going inside your body and let through the things that should be. And we have these fantastic little gates in our gut lining that are there to do this job. But what happens is that for various reasons, this gut lining, or what we call the integrity of your gut, can become disrupted. And when food molecules or proteins, undigested proteins, get through into your body without being digested properly or filtered through, then we end up with all sorts of reactions. And not only does this lead to food sensitivities and food allergies, it also is a precursor to all the autoimmune diseases that we are seeing. And we don't know why some people get arthritis, some people get MS, and some people get celiac disease. Whatever the autoimmune that develops is, we don't quite know why it manifests differently in different people, but we do know that leaky gut is the precursor to this, and food allergies are a great prior warning. So in conventional understandings, we think about food allergies as something that you just have and you will live with for the rest of your life, and this is actually does not need to be the case if we heal and seal our gut. Now, this is a massive subject and it is a big undertaking, but what I would also the message I'd love to get across is that the younger we address this problem the younger people are, that when we start to address this problem, the more quickly it can be fixed. The best protocol that I know of is called the GAPS protocol, and this was set up by a woman called Dr. Natasha Campbell McBride, and she wrote GAPS, and this is information that you can find online. You can buy the book. There's all sorts of support groups that go with it, and I would highly and very strongly recommend that people check it out. I'm not affiliated with it in any way. I just know how much success people have with it. Okay. So going back to substituting or alternatives to these primary trigger foods, and we know that gluten and wheat foods are major trigger foods for many people, and so are dairy, and certainly eggs can be as well. So for eggs, you can grind up chia seeds or linseeds and mix, I think it's 1 to 3. So 1 tablespoon of ground chia seeds to 3 tablespoons of water. Put it aside to soak for a while, and this can be used as an egg substitute. Obviously, finding particular recipes that support this method of cooking is going to make your life so much easier. My favorite go-to is a woman called Jo Whitton, and she's written, she's got a blog called Quirky Cooking, and she's written various recipe books, the latest of which is Life-Changing Food, which is fantastic. Once again, I'm not affiliated, it's just my go-to, and I think that she has so much great information. There's lots of dairy substitutes, and certainly if you don't have access to really good, safe raw milk or unpasteurized milk, then I think even if you don't particularly notice that you react to dairy, it's really worth looking at alternatives. There's lots of beautiful nut milks that you can easily make yourself, which is far more cost effective, or they are also quite widely available to buy. And these are things like almond milk and coconut milk and cashew nut milk. And these are fantastic alternatives. You can use coconut cream instead of dairy cream. You can use coconut yogurt, which is so delicious. And if made properly, it's full of all the really good bacterias and probiotics that are there to support your gut and your microbiome. And there is also the other one that I wanted to talk about was ghee, which is clarified butter. For many people that react to dairy, ghee can still be a really non-reactive food, and possible for many people with an impaired gut lining will deal well with ghee. So ghee is, in a sense, it's butterfat or clarified butter, they call it, and it's had the milk solids and the water removed, and you're just left with this beautiful butterfat. And it is a gorgeous food, really good for cooking with, because it has a very high, what they call smoke point, so it doesn't denature or burn easily. So yeah, I think ghee is worth incorporating into your diet if you can cope with it. And of course, wheat. Wheat is in everything, and it is so, our diets in Western culture particularly are absolutely flooded with wheat products. We eat wheat-based breakfast cereals or toast. We eat muffins or wheat-based morning teas. We then have sandwiches or wheat-based lunches. We have biscuits or wheat-based afternoon teas. We then have pasta, wheat-based pastries for dinner. We have, a wheat-based evening, cake or desserts. It is just flooding our diets, and it is responsible, or it is a really major key in understanding the epidemic of ill health that's currently happening across Western societies. It is a very good idea to start taking wheat and gluten grains so rye and barley, out of our diets. There are so many beautiful alternatives, and it just takes a bit of time to get used to it and a bit of tweaking. So look at things like coconut flour, sorghum, amaranth, teff. There's many lovely flours. Sometimes, to make certain baked goods, we need to incorporate a few of these flours together in order to get the elasticity or to maintain moisture content, whatever it might be. And so that takes a bit of further education, but you can get good quality gluten-free flours. Red Mill is one that I look for. It's an organic mix, and they incorporate the different flours together so that you can, you've got that to make breads or muffins or cakes, whatever you're looking at. So while you're getting used to using these alternatives, that's a great way to go. And there's lots of other companies certainly doing that now. So I hope that helps. I hope that you consider the repair of your gut lining if you are experiencing food sensitivities or allergies. And remember, in children, they heal so much faster the earlier we get onto this. So that's it for today's video. Please subscribe to this Nutrition 101 series, because there is so much more information to come. Subscribe to my channel, and I'll be back with more information tomorrow. That's it from me today. Bye for now.